Video contains sarcasm, dry humor, irony, and innuendos. Viewer discretion for the easily offended is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Happy Monday. First off, hopefully you guys all had a great weekend, made your money, hit your goals, maybe had some fun. I did do what I usually do, go up to the mountains on Saturdays, kind of unwind, unplug, reset, and try to forget all about DoorDash and gig work. Gig work in general. It's okay to do that every once in a while. We all need to take some time for ourselves and forget that these apps even exist, because at the end of the day, they wouldn't remember you tomorrow if you cease to exist. I mean, your pet goldfish would miss you more than DoorDash. That's just the truth of it. And unfortunately, I've been top dasher for years now. I'm silver, I think, by 2 points. My AR is currently at 51. And it does not matter. If you're a platinum dasher, you hear from everybody who's not a platinum dasher how much better it is. And then if you're not a platinum dasher, you hear from the platinum dashers on how great platinum is. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, what side of the coin you're on, there's always somebody on the other side telling you that it's better. Is it? I think it depends on everybody's market. Because my market, my area, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. There's no other way to put it. I don't sugarcoat things. I try to, and I'm terrible at it. But we have been online for 45 minutes now. Zero offers. And this is Sunday. I'm sitting next to an Albertsons. There's a Safeway down the street. I should be getting shopping orders. Instead, I'm getting notifications from Twitter. Now, I'm going to put up a screenshot of a comment from Big Tuna. They've commented many times. They've been around the channel for a long time. And, Big Tuna, if you're watching, please send me some receipts. Not that I don't believe you, but I like to trust and verify. So if you can send some receipts, that would be appreciated, just some screenshots or something. But this was the comment from Big Tuna, who said he reached out to support, or they reached out to support. Update: spoke to a support supervisor today. I was told the reason I was having that issue is because when I log on at 4:30, I usually turn down the first 6 or so orders because they are garbage. I can relate with Big Tuna, because often is the case here. I think the last time I accepted the very first offer they sent me was last Sunday, when they sent me that $55 shopping order. The supervisor said under the new algorithm, when you do that, the system blocks you for 2 hours. When Big Tuna pointed out that wasn't allowed, supervisor said he agreed, but the only way to prevent that from happening is to take one of the first few offers, receive at the beginning of the shift, so the system doesn't pause. It would not surprise me if DoorDash did something like that, because DoorDash can basically do whatever DoorDash wants to do. You are an independent contractor, and the way to be an independent contractor is to maintain a somewhat open platform that allows you to get online. But that's all DoorDash has to promise you. They don't have to promise you one order. They can do whatever they want, change whatever they want, whenever they want to do it. And all they have to do is legally make sure that you are allowed to get on the platform. You don't have to have any orders, though. And I know it doesn't sound fair, and it's not fair, but life isn't fair. And DoorDash, as well as Spark and Grubhub and Uber and Lyft and all of these other gig companies, they have rooms. They have floors in buildings of lawyers going over everything that they do with a fine-tooth comb to see the likelihood of, are we going to get this challenged in court? Are we going to get taken to court over this? Are we within the boundaries of the independent contractor agreement? That's all they have to do. The bare minimum. The bare minimum allows you and I to get online. Doesn't mean their algorithm has to send us any offers. But you guys give me your thoughts on that. Is that something that you think that they're doing? This isn't about this is right, this is wrong, this is fair, this is unfair. This is, are they doing it? Do you believe that they're doing it? And why? Most of this week, I have felt like when I turn the DoorDash app on, I am just wasting my time. Because I end up getting a Spark order. And Spark is coming through. Spark will come through because everybody shops at Walmart. Like being an Amazon driver. The likelihood of you getting laid off or losing your job, pretty slim. Why? Because everybody orders from Amazon. They either order from Amazon, they order something and send it to somebody else from Amazon. Everybody orders Amazon. Half the time, you and I are out delivering. We end up dropping off a DoorDash order, a Spark order, or some other order. And what's on the porch next to the order that we're putting down? An Amazon package. Also, let me know if you guys feel the same way. If you feel like when you come out here, you feel like you're just wasting your time even turning the DoorDash app on. And this isn't all markets. There's some markets that are still really good. There's other dashers that I see on YouTube, different parts of my state. Some of you guys, like Warren. Warren kills it in his market. He's down in Oregon, just across the river, just east of Portland. He does really well. So, it's not all markets. Just some markets. It comes down to saturation. It comes down to number of orders. It comes down to cost of living. It's not just one thing that tips the needle one way or another when it comes to DoorDash orders. There's many, many factors. One thing that popped into my head recently as I was talking to somebody else about this is a lot of us veterans, we drove 2019, 2020, 2021, prime money making years there. COVID, all of that, everybody's at home. Now, a few years later, a lot of those people that were forced to stay at home and work, that were ordering DoorDash every day because everybody was ordering DoorDash because nobody could go anywhere, all of a sudden, now those people are back at work. Cost of living has gone up. They're not ordering. They're stopping and getting food on their way home instead of ordering it when they get home or ordering it on the way home. I've had that happen. I beat a customer to their house. I was confused by that because why not just, you're driving home. You should just pull through the drive-thru. Why am I picking up your order? That's a lot of money wasted. And I think a lot of people are realizing that, and they're cutting back in areas that, what's the term? Discretionary spending. A lot of people don't have a lot of extra money for that right now. Higher fees, longer wait times, bad publicity. Every week we see a DoorDash driver getting robbed or shot or shooting somebody or getting into some kind of altercation every week. Sometimes multiple times a week. And all of these factors are out of our control. Every single one. The only factor that is in your control is how much effort and how much energy and time you give the apps. And if you are rocking with an app and all of a sudden it's doing crappy, just all of a sudden went off a cliff, try a different app. That's why we multi-app. Unfortunately, with DoorDash, over the last few weeks, especially, as I thought it would get busier with football and school being back, it hasn't. And I'm curious what you guys think about that as well. So please be respectful in that in the comments. Troll comments, I'm done sharing love with you guys. If you're stupid, you're just gonna get blocked. And I know this wasn't the video necessarily that you guys wanted, and it wasn't necessarily the video that I planned on giving, but it's kind of hard to do a DoorDash video when there's no DoorDash orders coming in. And all this time. I don't know. Might be time for a change to happen. Not sure what that is, but might be time. So, you guys let me know. I know some of you have reached out over the last few months. Actually, many of you, probably. I've had probably 25 to 30 of you reach out in the last 3 months. A lot of you guys have quit doing DoorDash. You're doing other apps. Some of you went back, found a W-2 job, which is great. I mean, if that's what you enjoy doing, do it. At the end of the day, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, screw what everybody else thinks. Your bills are getting paid. You're enjoying life. You're somewhat happy, which I know a lot of you are, just because you've told me you are naturally happier not doing DoorDash. There's less anxiety, less stress. So I'm proud of you guys for that. Nobody's told you that yet. Let me be the first. I am proud of you for understanding and acknowledging the situation that you're in and that something needs to change. And you had the strength to change your mind and go, you know what, this isn't working out. I'm going to do something different. It takes a lot of strength to change your mind. So proud of you guys for that. So unfortunately, no ride along, because it's kind of hard to do a ride along if I'm not getting orders. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night in the live. And then I'll be back here on Friday with hopefully a ride along video. At this rate, if I start right now, I might have a whole 15-minute video by Friday. So go hug somebody, watch out for the crazies. We'll see you in the next video.